What is up, YouTube? Welcome to The Last Door Season 2. I had so much fun playing the first season. I bought this off eBay for like $1.40. It was ridiculously cheap, and it's a collector's edition too. So I'm just going to go ahead and straight up push new game. Hopefully we can get some answers. Previously on The Last Door. Jeremiah Devitt committed suicide. Devitt discovered that in school they had taken part in a strange experiment. Its goal was to peek through the veil, the thin line between the common reality and the world of horror and madness that lies beyond. So these four guys performed a experiment with some kind of serum. Like they injected themselves with some kind of serum and were able to see through to another world. So the other two are dead. There's only one found a vial of the serum and had it injected, and he met his friend again in the veil. And together they walked through the last door, entering a world forbidden by human eyes. Worried about his patient disappearing. So it's just two of them left now, and one has still been experimenting with the serum, essentially. They are coming. Just turn the volume down because I don't want a feedback loop. There's obviously a woman, an elderly woman. Oh, so we're in control of her. None of us could prepare for this. I guess we just have to keep boarding up these windows. The visions screaming were merely a warning. And now it's too late. Someone's banging at the door, but we can't do anything about the door. Coming. Who are coming? Who is she? The Game Kitchen presents. Last night I had a nightmare again, but this time was different. This time he talked to me. It was the same unknown street, void of any sound and life. So is this guy dreaming? I don't think this is not the main character. I think this might be the therapist. I walked aimlessly, as if I were lost. Can't go in there. Then I could hear the broken tampering on the wet cobblestones, the familiar sound of an approaching, limping footstep. What the fuck is that? Then before me he stood in front of me, gaze unrelentlessly, like he was expecting something. This time he spoke. Give me back what he took, nothing else. Give me back what he took. Yeah, so this is the therapist. No, I've fallen asleep again. What time is it? Dawn already? It's time. Maybe this is the therapist, or has Devitt gone home? Because everything's pixelated, it's just sometimes difficult to tell the difference between people. It had been several months since Kaufman and I found that mysterious letter in Anthony Beechwood's house. A letter that was never sent with the cryptic warning of what happened if... Okay, so this is the therapist. A certain door were open. It bore only a name of the address, Alexander DiPiero. We felt sure DiPiero was the key to finding my patient and friend. Patient and friend. Oh, so they're actually close friends. Jeremiah Devitt, who had disappeared in such a strange circumstances, troubled by the death of his friend Anthony. Devitt has visited the school of his childhood and never seen again. Kaufman soon conveyed to me his deep concerns and warnings that we should conduct an investigation with the utmost discretion. He pursued his own research. Through their thoughts and methods remained a secret. In this letter, he requested that I visit East Hill Lunatic Asylum in London. There were reasons to believe that Alexander had been institutionalized for many years. I was asked to confirm his hypothesis, and if it proved correct, to gather whatever other information might arise. Okay, this seems to be a map. We've never had like a map before, so they've really made some big changes to the gameplay. Season 2, Episode 1, The Playwright. So this is East Hill Lunatic Asylum. I hope I can find information on Alexander DiPiero here. Hello. Sea monster found. That's just a newspaper boy. Good morning. I would like to purchase a newspaper. Good morning, boy. Will you give me a newspaper? Yes, sir. It's sixpence. I'm afraid I don't have any sixpence. Can you make change for a shilling? I'm sorry, sir, but you know where to find me when you have the coins. Can you tell me about this building? The asylum? I've never been inside. I hope I will never. It's full of crazies, you know. Have you anything unusual around here? No, but maybe if you brought a newspaper. Okay, so we have to go back to the carriage to get to access the map. East Hill Lunatic Asylum. So now we can roam around the front. What's this? Oh, we can just go to the side. Is this a lunatic? A few cardboard sheets lay on the bench. Each shows a perfectly schematic design in black ink. Please don't touch these sheets, sir. They don't belong to you. Good morning. Ah, yes, a lovely morning. Sunlight of a quite fascinating character. I beg your pardon? The light, it makes everything look different, you see. Light touches everything, soaks into them, and changes their nature. It seems that them shiver or makes them die. Do you live here in the hospital? I do indeed. My family is a generous benefactor of the East Hill. They had me committed, but I don't blame them. They are just incapable of approaching my art, or any art, for the matter. They mistake it for insanity. What are you drawing? I am not just drawing, my friend. I'm trying to feel the light, to translate its power into the surface of the paper. Those animals don't like it though. They don't want me to succeed. So they take them away. They take my drawings and they study them. They laugh because their eyes can see the light and they are blind. But someday everyone will understand. Who are they? The ones who make you take your art away. Those foolish caretakers. They're behind the big mirror where they think themselves safe. They look at me and observe me. They even take notes. Do you have any curious drawings there behind you? Do you have some curious drawings there beside you? Oh, you mean these? These are just only art that makes any sense here. The doctors use them to cajole some of the patients into revealing secret inner truths. Them to the doctor until they've turned the art they've stolen from me. Is he making those sheets that a doctor pulls out and asks, hey, what's the first thing that comes to mind? Oops, my bad. What's the first thing that comes to mind when you see this? Are they the doctors taking them? Do you know a man named Alexander Dupuy? My name is Dr. Wakefield. I'm looking for a man who lived here some time ago. Would you happen to know Alexander Dupuy? The name does not ring a bell. I have been here long enough, though. You should ask the other patients. Maybe they may be able to help you. Some have even been here for many years. Or you could ask one of the others, the bureaus who keep us safe. Where are your drawings now? I suspect they're somewhere in the archive, since I've seen confiscated items taken there. You seem different from the rest. Can I trust you? I've been trying to sneak in for days, but Miss Reswell keeps a tight guard on the door. I even stole a key from one of the guards. You're a doctor. Surely you could gain entry. If you could recover my drawings, I would be so grateful. Here, take the key with you. So we've got the key to the archives. What's this? A large door made of strong metal. It must lead to a secure ward of the hospital. Looks like that's it for this little area over here. So this guy will be grateful if we retrieve his drawings from the archive. Looks like this is the only place to go is in here. Good morning, madame. My name is Dr. Wakefield. I'm a therapist. Psychiatrist. Oh my, good morning. Forgive my manners. I get so excited when we have visitors. We don't get many these days, and certainly we are lacking experts like you. What do you mean, lack experts? Every year we get less funding from Crown first. The doctor starts to leave, and then it was the caretakers. Now very few remain. But we have a responsibility to our poor patients. We do not. We must care for them. They cannot be out living with the proper people, so we must keep ourselves safe, and our patients too, of course. I'm looking for a man who used to be a patient here a few years ago. His name is Alexander Dupuy. I like saying that, Dupuy. Did you perchance ever meet him? Yes, Alexander Dupuy, yes. There was one with a foreign name. I remember something of him. A good man, if I recall correctly. An educated man, but there was something strange about him, wasn't there? I believe it scared some of the other patients. You never know with this lot. I'm sorry, I can't remember much. There have been so many people here. It's hard to keep track. Well, sorry. Have you worked here for long? Yes, a long time. I can scarcely remember how many years. Time goes slowly in here, and the isolation. The rules don't follow us to leave. The rules don't allow us to leave. I don't know what it is happening in this world anymore. But we have our duty, do we not? Who else will care for our patients? May I request access to the Institute's archives? There should be some information there about the man I'm looking for, Mr. Dupree. I'm sorry, Doctor, but the archives are private. We must not allow anyone to access them without proper authority. Many of our patients come from good families, you see, and we take great care to respect their privacy. But we do not look so crestfallen. You would not find much in any case. It's a long time since they have been organized. So she's saying that the archives are a mess. Sorry, sir, the archives are off limits. So this is the archives here. We have to get rid of her somehow. Maybe we can give her a newspaper and she would be distracted by reading it. An oil picture portraying Javana, patron saint of the psychiatrist, but it also suffers a neurological disorder on victims of incest. She was killed by her own father, who chopped off her head after she refused to marry him when her mother died. Oh, fuck. I'm gonna have to look that up. This must be a recreational wing where the patients relax and pass the time. Perhaps here I can find someone who met Alexander Dupree while he was institutionalized. A marble bust of Hygiene, Greek goddess of physical and mental health. The stone bust keeps the patient's silent company. This looks like a general. A man wearing a worn-out military uniform, lost in God, who knows what thoughts. Another painting. A worn decoration room suggests a deal of sensitivity to the patient's moral needs. So this is a insane institute, but this is a high quality one where rich and noble families send their crazies to. Good morning, madame. My name is Wakefield. I'm looking for a former patient of this institution. The rumbling. She doesn't seem to have noticed me. Have you been living here for long? Madame, if I may persist, have you been living here for long? The rumbling. I'm looking for a man called Alexander Dupree. Oh, okay. She did not like that. What a strange reaction upon hearing Mr. Dupree's name. She must have at least met him. How can I get her to talk to me? It might not necessarily be a bad thing. She may have a form of dementia, but that name triggers something, possibly good or bad. It's irrelevant at this point. Good morning. I'm a psychiatrist, Dr. Wakefield. Quite an impressive institution you have here. Can I ask for your assistance? I'm looking for a former patient of this institution. His name is Dupree. I'm sorry, sir. I've never heard of that name before. May I ask some of your senior colleagues? Well, you could ask Miss Riswell in the entrance hall. She has been here for years, maybe for too long. Who knows? We caretakers live here with the patients, and we are not allowed to leave the asylum premises. This life can get to you, you know. If you don't take proper care. I'll try as much as distance as possible from the lunatics. There are not many patients in this asylum of this size. Well, apart from these in solution ward, there is not many patients At present, there have even been fewer of us caretaker now. We are only 3 for the whole hospital. For what we have been told in many times, the outcome was enough to provide for everything we need. A complete staff, proper accommodation for the patients, and the best doctors. But as the newer, bigger regional asylums were built, the Crown support was gradually withdrawn from East Hill. Soon everyone started leaving, and this is what remains. Once again, I'm sitting in my office, drinking a lovely cappuccino from a mug shaped like a grenade. What is this? Is this a... Oh, the guy was saying they watched me behind the mirror. A glass jar full of transparent liquid. It may just be... That may or may not be water. There's a coin resting at the bottom. We've got the coin. We can buy the newspaper. An unusually large mirror. Looks like a therapy log. Edward Roan, 27, acute dementia. September 25th, 1891. Condition has degraded since the last session. He is relentless, as the morphine had no effect on him. The last weeks of obscured several known. September 25th, the patient dosage has been doubled, still no effect. September 29th, Mr. Weedle has been attacked and bitten in the face. 4 men are needed to subdue the patient. Mr. Roan, 3 markings were found on his body. Upon explanation, self-harm is a possible cause. October 3rd, Mr. Roan is getting better day by day, both physically and mentally. His habits have changed considerably. He now shows an interest in religion and spends his time muttering prayers. A bit one knows my colleagues and me. There is a piece of metal holding in the window. Oh, fuck. Dark as the room now, I can see through the false mirror a man on the other side, heavily restrained, desperately trying to free himself, as he as an expression of unbearable horror on his face. Why is he hidden behind a mirror? That doesn't make any sense. So we got a piece of metal. I don't know what we need the piece of metal for, but I'm going to use the coin to buy a newspaper, and I'm going to give the newspaper to the woman at the front, and she should be fascinated by what's going on in the outside world. Thank you, sir. Newspaper. And hopefully she should be distracted and we can get into the archives. Newspaper. Oh. Why, thank you kindly. How thoughtful you are. Yep, we can get in. And we've got the key. So this is the archive. This is the hospital's archive, where the record of each patient must be stored. If Mr. Dupree was recently committed to East Hill, his file should be here somewhere. It's been a long time since this desk was used. It's covered in discarded papers and pens and a noticeable layer of dust. All the drawers are locked. Piece of metal. All the drawers are locked. The cabinet contains many documents dealing with the treatment of patients, ranging from 2 decades ago to the last year. This file right here, Mr. Dupree, Alexander, room 108/A. All the files are missing. It is as if they have been torn out. A little piece of paper remains with the address written on it. Paul Street 26. Could that be where Alexander Dupree lived before he was committed to the hospital? Paul Street. I should follow this new lead and see if it takes me somewhere useful. Okay, so I guess we're going straight to Paul Street then. No, it's just unlocked on the map. We're going to find that guy's drawings. A metal locker that remains seized objects. Unlocked. Some personal effects probably sent by the patient's families, but deemed unsafe for the caretakers. One of them is a stack of thick sheets of paper carelessly bound together, bearing the drawings and paintings of a troubled mind. That's it. We got everything we need now. We've got a new location on the map to go to, and we got those drawings, and let's see what we get, if we get anything from that guy. Here, these are your drawings. Great, wonderful. They're back. Someday they will understand. Light and shape as if understand themselves. Thank you, friend. If you want, take these cardboard sheets. Thanks to you, I have no more need of them. A few folded cardboard sheets, each with a large symbolic patch of black ink in the middle. I've heard of these techniques, but I've always thought it was an essentially. Patients are supposed to see them, the darker cause of their element. This is the first card. This shape looks organic, so they're supposed to see. It looks like an insect. It could be a face. So they are those sheets where you look at them and it's like, what's the first thing that comes to mind when you see these? Oh, this is what from his dream. Looking for number 26. Oh. The ruins of an old chapel, apparently destroyed by fire. This is what... I think that was a nun. Main benches and cellar. There is someone on their knees praying. Their face is covered by a hood. Hello, Birdie. An improvised altar covered in candles. Crack in the wall. There is a hole in the wall. It's too dark to see what's on the other side, so we're going to need a lantern. Or could we pinch a candle? With a candle, I might be able to see through my way through the dark. Okay, so we've got a candle. Leads to the next building. Looks like this leads to the next building. He's got a candle, so there's a good chance it's going to go out. Oh, Okay, this must be the interior of the bricked up building I saw on the street. Mr. Dupree's former residence. So we're actually in his house now. I cannot tell who depilated this portrait since it's so badly damaged. It seems someone crashed it to the floor. What's this? There is something among them ashes. What have we got? It is a piece of paper. Okay, it looks like some kind of message, but there is only one half. The paper has been carefully burned. There is a piece of paper on the table. Let's take this bitch. The paper shows someone seemingly random letters. It seems that if half of it is missing. Okay. It's strange. I've put the halves back together, but some letters seem to be missing from the right half. The message does not make sense. So I think we're missing a part of it. What's this up here? A military medal. There is a relic of Her Majesty the Queen and several pieces of metal engraved with the names of battles unknown to me. Can we take it? We can take it. A few books remain on the shelf, mostly doubtful treatises in chemistry and alchemy. Among the titles, the testaments, De Plebe Philosophy, De Lepile, Philosophico, the anonymous books, Chirpa, Philosopher. This is all. The Mysteries of the Worm. The worm. Well, we've got the bird and we've got the worm. A large metal safe. Looks like the safe is working fine. I'll give it a try. So we have to find the code. The door is bricked up. Victoria, there are leaf. Also a number of metal pieces. The window's been bricked up or boarded up. We've got the safe. I really don't know where to go now. Maybe back out. There was that person kneeling and praying. Oh, yep, this has changed. Wooden cross remains almost intact. I'm going to speak to the boy. About the asylum? Crying, singing, inhabitants cursing like damned souls. It was different. All was silent, I tell you. Not a noise. The whole street. I looked at the madhouse and saw the windows black. No lights. Everybody asleep in that place. That's strange. I heard it was a scream like no other. I'd heard a man or a woman about the devil from hell. Sure. Alright, let's go. What does this sign say? Maybe we can pry open these steel doors with this metal thing. It's locked shut. I can't open it. Piece of metal. I can't open the heavy door with this. So apparently we can open the heavy door at some point, and I'm pretty sure that we used a piece of metal to some capacity. Maybe we have to find a handle of some, you know, like a broken axe handle. I mean, if we had the axe, we could just get it in there. My goodness, how quick things have changed in the outside world. We don't have the key anymore. Oh, we give the war medal to this guy. It would be impolite to show him the medal right away. I should introduce myself properly. Excuse me, sir. I could not help but notice your uniform. Are you in the army? Leave me alone. I do not want to talk to you, a coward such as yourself. This medal, I had one just like it. I got after the battles of Lacking Neck and Hill a decade ago now. First field, they said. What offense. So you were in the army, as I thought. Allow me to introduce myself. I am Dr. Wakefield, Sergeant William Courthill of Her Majesty's 6th Light Infantry. Are there any of your these? Okay, are you another one of these adolescents? Do you doctors not realize that cowardice cannot be cured by your own arts? Why are they keeping you here? The doctors say I suffer from a nervous disorder. I believe that is a term they call themselves. They call themselves. With all their learning, do they not know what to say? But the true name of my sickness is pure cowardice. I am looking for a former patient of this hospital. You may have met him. His name is Alexander Dupree. Yes, I did know that man by that name. We met briefly. He was here when I arrived. Okay. What do you know about him? He was a proper lad, educated. He listened closely to the stories of other inmates, but he kept his own to himself. He talked a lot and was very close to Miss Coney too. I think they got here at the same time, but when he left he did so alone. I wonder what has become since then. Who is Miss Coney? She is the patient there. She is a patient here, a lady with a tempestuous character. You may have encountered her already. She has not been the same since Mr. Dupree left. You know she's always sits to the side, alone and silent. I doubt you could talk to her at all. even if you tried. She seems that things, or at the least she thinks she does. What did you talk about, Mr. Dupree and you? We talked about my time in the south of Africa. I don't like to talk about that, but he somehow made me want to. He was persistent. He was very interested in one of my specific stories. He almost observed about it. He wanted to know every little detail. Could you tell me that story? I'm trying to find a patient of mine who has gone missing, and this could be my only hope of finding him. I don't like to revive those memories. A missing patient, you say? Alright, maybe my story will be of some use. It happens during the Battle of Menjuba Hill. I am sure you have heard about it. In March of 81, the attack of the Boer army had taken us by surprise, and our regiment was forced to split up. We quickly found ourselves alone, just a few men lost in the barren plain. But I don't want to bore you. No, sir, you certainly aren't. Please continue. As I said, we were a few, and we were sure the enemy was lurking out there in the cold air of dusk. A thick fog formed quickly, masking everything around us. We could barely see each other. So I'm moving this guy, and then the others started disappearing in the fog, which was getting thicker and thicker. He's like a ghost. I could still hear the footsteps for a while, then nothing. I called their names, but nothing. I felt something in there, not far, a murderer. Why is it cutting out so quickly? I can't even read it. Only the captain's signet was missing. Oh, there's someone there. Then the mist cleared out. What happened then? I never knew for certain. I didn't see anything, or if I did, my mind refused to bear such memories. What happened to Captain Skid? When he finally regained consciousness, it was like someone else looked out at us through his eyes. I guess whatever happened to him changed him. I know he came back to London. Mr. Dupree asked me of his whereabouts. Maybe he tried to contact him to hear the rest of the story. He was quite persistent by that. Do you know where I can find Captain Skid? The last I heard from fellow veterans, he had lost himself to a frenzy of alcohol, opium, and bad company. This downward spiral led him to many others, to a wretched nadir, a dirty hole deep in South Gales rookery, known as the Crimson Nest. Mayhap you will find him there, alive, even if you're lucky. Here is a picture of our regiment. You can see him there. Yep, that helps. So we got a new location. It's very upset. Please don't discuss her. What a strong reaction here into. So she was there when Mr. Dupree was there as well. They came at the same time. But when he left, she changed. To the rodeo, please, Higgins. To the rodeo. The slums of St. Giles. A crimson nest shouldn't be far. It smells like piss in here. This place smells like piss. Oh, it's that guy from his dreams. This is the area from his dreams. Is that the sergeant? This man looks like the man from my nightmares. He is bald, blind in one eye. The empty socket glistens in the lamplight. He seems to want to know something from me in my dream. The man said, "Give me back what he took." I'm guessing his eye? He's just holding out his hand. Photograph? He doesn't look like anyone in the picture. I doubt he has ever been this. Give back what he took, he said in my nightmare. Cards. Piece of metal. Candle. I think he wants a glass eye or something. Looks like that's the way out. Maybe we have to use these cards on her. We got a reaction from the photograph, but we didn't actually get the full reaction that I wanted. Okay, so I kind of cheated a little and went ahead and checked out what I actually have to do. Turns out, so if we take a look at this sheet of paper, okay, and we combine these sheets of paper together, we get this. But then if we take the candle and place it underneath there, invisible ink is highlighted, and if we take a look, combine those two together, VIVV, which is Roman numerals, which is 6145, and that is the code to the safe. Paul Street. Going to turn down the volume so I don't get a feedback loop again. I wonder who that is praying. I don't need to equip the candle, it automatically equips when we go through somewhere dark. Oh, excuse me. was it again? That is 6145. 6 1 4 5. Yep, that's it. Is it empty? Wait, there is... This is not a safe, but an entrance to a passage. It's completely dark. The only way to know where it leads is by crawling in. Let's looks like a... Oh, that's a dead person. What is this place? Mathematic formula written fast and careless. There are some symbols I've never seen before. A list of numbers that looks like some kind of calendar or timetable. 4 chairs forming a circle as if the hideout serves some sort of meeting place. What is this place? Let's check out this dead guy, I guess. Or woman. Oh! He's wearing the same robe. There is something he's wearing, a horrible mask with a yellow robe. He is not moving. There's no one there. It's only a yellow robe. There is nobody inside at all. What is the meaning of this? Well, that was creepy as fuck. The candle's going out. The candle's going out. Oh, there's footsteps. Oh! She's just following me. The cracking machine has stopped. The text is completely smudged, I cannot read it. Yellow robe, there is nobody inside at all. I don't know what she's saying. I can't interact with her. I have no idea what the fuck that was about. Well, she's gone. I wonder if this machine was being used to create the serum. She's gone. He has no response to what the hell he actually saw, but she was praying, so maybe we could go see her. Maybe she left something behind. Well, she's not praying anymore. She's just gone. But it happened when we picked up the mask, so I'm guessing that we have to go back to the pub and give that guy the mask. St. Gills. He looks to the mask for a second, only to stare at me again. Give back what he took, he said in my nightmare. Okay, piece of metal, mask. Maybe we have to look at the mask. A mask I found in Alexandria's former residence is similar to the ones used by ancient Greek theatre. The holes in the eyes are missing. It would be impossible for the wearer to see a thing. The expression is of extinguishing horror. So maybe we have to cut holes in it? He doesn't want to... Was this door always open? Yes, it was. This is the mirror room. He's gone. A man is sitting in the corner looking at my direction with a cold, emotional gaze. Mask? Can we break the glass? I feel like I've forgotten something back at the, there's got to be something back here, back at the Paul Street. Surely there's something here that I missed. What could I have missed? It's got to be in here. Okay, I have an idea of what I actually have to do. I'm going to show that mask to that woman in the insane asylum, the one who actually knew the guy who lived here. Go in here. Just... oh man, this is one hell of a walk. East Hill. So if you recall, there's still the concept of trying to get into that isolation wing. So she seemed to flip out whenever I mentioned that guy's name last time, so I'm just going to go ahead and hand her the mask. Oh! Oh, okay. It's the isolation ward for you this time, madame. The face of the playwright. The face of the playwright. That was unexpected. Wow. Damn. Oh, she's standing up now. That poor woman. They must have taken her to the isolation ward. Is the door open? It is. They left the door open. Let's go in. This looks like a different person. Different woman, I should say. Hello, my name is Wakefield. The butterfly is not what it seems. Excuse me, what butterfly? There is more after the scarab. Give her these? Is this what you talked about? It displays its wonderful colours, fills your eyes with but it's only a show. Beneath the veil, its body crawls on the dirty ground, hides in the darkness, and transforms others of its lies. So what would this be? Its dark body creeps and rustles with the blind movements. Slowly, step by step, it gets closer and closer and closer and closer. What about this one? It will come whenever you do. It will cry out loud, looking for you, everyone at the same time. What about this one? Him? His mask. A mate from another room used to scream at night, always told us he could feel someone underneath his bed. A presence of an eyeless glaze. So this guy's having monster issues. An old pendant on the dresser. It looks valuable. Take it. Okay, so that's how the law works, right? You just see something valuable and you just go ahead and take it. That's how it works, right? It didn't look like anything else was in that room. To the isolation ward. This room looks actually pretty nice. Well, compared to the other rooms for sure. An expensive looking piece of furniture. There's nothing on it. Oop. I accidentally went out. An impressive painting of a lovely maiden. It is equipped with a filling, magnificent frame. A mirror covered in dust. I wonder what things I've seen in this room. Is this the bed where she said that her roommate was screaming that there was someone under her bed? Under his bed? Could this be the patient's mate who was afraid of a presence under his bed? Oh, there's a tunnel. Before I go in there, I'm going to see what else there is. The door is closed for good. Bricks apparently never existed. They didn't even try to disguise it. The playwright. The door is shut and locked. There is no way to open it. Looks like we've got to go through that tunnel. That's the only place we can go in this game. Fingers crossed as this leads somewhere. So I'm guessing that was her room. The door is bricked up. Why would they do such a thing? Oh. It seems one of the tiles are loose. I cannot get it out with my bare hands. It's too heavy. But we've got this piece of metal. Will that work? It does. There is something here half buried in the soil under the tile. What is it? Oh, it's a dead bird with an eye. And is that what the guy wants? Because that guy who's blocking the way, the one with the crutch, he's missing an eye. A long dead bird, just feathers and bones. It's holding something in its beak. A dirty and horrible disformed glass eye. Windows are sealed, almost like they can... So I'm going to give this eye to that guy. The one from his nightmares. Give me back what they took from me. Can I give her the pendant? No, can't give her the pendant. Okay, I guess we're going to that... it was like a pub or something. That's where we would find that guy, the general. St. Gillies. Oh, that worked! He didn't say anything, he just took it, and now... What, do we follow him, or is he just getting out of the way? Is this the pub? This must be the Crimson Nest. I've heard of such places where people lose their minds to opium shipped from the Orient. I never thought I would set foot in one. This isn't a pub. This is a Opium Den. They used to have these back in the good old days, if you will. The 1800s. Yeah, and they still got like the red lighting and stuff. All full of smoke. People just getting high all day. An addict completely asleep. Wake up, dear, wake up. What's the matter, madam? My husband, he is unconscious. Please, dear, wake up. I'm a doctor, let me see him. I'm sorry, he's not breathing and he has no pulse. Your husband passed away hours ago. No, 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 it can't be. Madame, I'm late this time. I couldn't save him. What do you mean, this time? I discovered my husband's addiction to this hellish drug they call opium months ago. At first I thought he was sick, as I saw him grow thinner every day. Then I discovered that he was visiting this place. I was very worried. I tried to dispute him, but he wouldn't listen. The addiction was stronger than he was. At times he was away for days. He would come here to find him passed out. The only way I could wake him was to put the smelling salts under his nose. And now it's too late. Here, take this vial. Maybe you will have some time to save another soul from this curse. So she would come here and save her husband's life, essentially, by putting the smelling salts under her husband and waking him up before he passed away in his sleep from the opium. A man with a glazed, his mouth open. A woman looking at the roof with her eyes going white. She's muttering some ramblings. There's a guy in the background. A musician is intoxicated with the drug smoke that fills the air. The repetitive arrangement gives the satisfaction that he flows slowly. Have to go this way, I guess. A short-haired woman smoking without worry. Guy's just chilling. Hello, I'm looking for a man I believe frequents this establishment, a war veteran from a South Africa called Skid. He is writing on a slate. Can you understand what I'm saying? He has written "can't hear," so I suppose I should communicate with him by writing on the slate. His death. Looking for Capt Skid. Don't know. He doesn't know the captain's name then. Yeah, he wouldn't actually know who Captain Skid is. He's never heard his name. A man laying on his back. He's breathing raspily and his lungs are layered with pilgrim and other liquids. The smoke has eaten away at his lungs. He's been vomiting. But let's try giving the photograph to this guy. He has written something else. Object of value. What does that mean by then? Pendant? He will get the captain if we bribe him. He just unlocked the door. The young couple seems to have come here together to enjoy this despicable vice. A table with several opium pipes on top. Some have been used recently. Oh, this guy's all kind of fucks up. This is him. It's Captain Skid, no doubt. He is unconscious but still breathes. Wake the fuck up. We're running out of items now. We're near the end. What's the matter? Who let you in? Get out. My name is Wakefield. I need to talk to you. Are you Captain Skid? Are you Captain Skid, Her Majesty's 6th Light Infantry? That title belongs to me no more. Who are you? And what do you want from me? Leave me alone with my misery. One of your soldiers told me about you. Yes, I remember him. We served together. I have made many mistakes trying to forget those days of my life. I'm afraid those memories will follow me to my grave. Looks like whatever they witnessed was pretty fucked up, because he's in an opium den and his squad mate is in an insane asylum. I'm looking for information about Alexander Dupire. I used to know a Dupire. He was not a man but a friend. What do you want with him, someone like him? There is a certain secrets that are better left unsaid. Someone has disappeared. Have you ever heard of the name Jeremiah Devitt? I must find him. Devitt? No, not have. Okay, someone has disappeared. A patient of mine has disappeared. Alexandra is the only one who may know where his whereabouts is. If it's true, then the Dupire is involved in your patient disappearing, then I'm afraid the matter is out of my reach. Yours too now. Please leave me alone. I found this medal. It was in the house on Paul Street. door 26. You were there, right? That's his medal. That's his medal. You think you know what you are doing? You cannot imagine what you're getting into. I'm asking you for the last time, leave and forget this matter. I will not leave. I will find the answers I'm seeking. Tell me what I want to know. You fool. That's, for Devitt's sake. Alright, if you want to ruin your life, you are free to do it. Okay, what really happened on Majaba Hill? Oh, I hit the wrong one. How did you meet Alexander Dupree? I was in the Veterans Hospital recovering from an illness unknown to the physicians. The ailment of the soul. And Dupree managed to contact me there. He wanted to know my version of the story that had happened to me in the Battle of Manjaba Hill. The details were confusing. I will never be able to forget that day. Nobody what really happened. Commanders decided that we must have been ambushed. And now I know better. There was something in that fog. Something that did not make us entering his domain. A sentinel of sorts. That's what killed my soldiers. So, it wasn't the war that killed his soldiers. Something else was there. Something else was doing something. Do you know why he was interested in your story? I do not know immediately, but with time I realized that the truth about what happened to me was important to my activities. It was I myself, if you're the one who he tricked me. You could not be more wrong. I wanted to enter the dragon's mouth. I burned with a need to know. Tell me about 26 Paul Street. A machine. I do not know what you are talking about. I was just one of many places used as a base of Alexander's activities. The only one whose location I was allowed to know. What do you mean activities? What was Mr. Dupree doing then? You really don't know? Have you ever heard of the playwright? Yes. Yes, I've heard that it mentioned before. What is it? Oh, is this a flashback or... As I imagine, you know nothing. Mr. Dupree is not alone. He is at the peak of a pyramid. A vast group of powerful people take part. Okay, so some sort of cult has been created. A society acting in secret, ruled by a single scarred law. See that no one knows. It was part of Dupree himself who recommended me. We gathered every month. What we saw, you cannot imagine. So someone was entering the veil. A curtain of normality projects the mind's form. Something or another, the fog of the veil protected us. The fog of the veil protected us. But through the veil he could peek into the abyss. We knew of what the speakless shapes, that right beyond a black nothingness, entirely full of horrors. So these are people who are going to another world mentally. We could never cross the threshold. What we saw was forbidden. Look at me. Forbidden. I could not bear it anymore, so I ran. I ran and hid from them. So he just took off. He's like, this is fucked, mate, and then he left. I was too late to run or to forget. I must go back to East Hill and try to talk to Miss Coyne. What the captain said is true. She must have been one of them. She must know where to find them. Okay. I bet you when I show up should be... Oh. No. What is this? What's this bullshit? I cannot do this anymore. I don't care. I just want the answers. I know it's too hard. I don't feel it. I know, dear. I know. We'll figure it out. How dare you enter my home so early? I knew all along. How could you? You know you never loved each other. Silence. You have no honor. You, and what do you have to say? Why, I've given you everything. You wouldn't understand. Enough. You will leave in the morning. I won't see you ever again. I wait for you at the dawn under the old windmill, so that you can try to recover what little honor you once had. I'll be there. They almost look like they're not wearing any pants. Was that all a dream? I must have fainted. What is this? Where am I? Am I in the... No, I'm not in the asylum. It's too nice. Am I in some sort of hotel? Let's check out this note. A matchbox. Could be useful. I cannot see outside clearly. A piece of old furniture. Let's just go through the door. The door is shut for good, and there's no knob or keyhole even. So it must be latched on the other side. Let's just go back to bed. There's a blanket on the bed. Let's take the blanket. I'm taking a shred of this blanket. We can probably climb down. Shred. Oh, we can just clean the... I thought maybe we can clean the window or something. Maybe we can start a fire. Oh, we made a... We did do something. We set the flame has fanned out. We could set the shred on fire. The marks on this dust on the floor looks like the chair has been moved recently. The shift in the chair revealed a small hole. It's dark in the wall. So we put that with that. That in there. I could swear I saw a pair of feet in there. Who is there? We've never met before. I cannot see you. Who are you? Do you not recognize my voice? No, I'm sorry, I do not. Do you know where this place is? This is the starting point. The first place to look. But who are you? What are you doing there? Remember this? I will not be here forever. Darkness will fight. Darkness will light your way. Stay out of the light. Then I will disappear. You will be alone in the end. I don't understand. Tell me who you are. I can hear breathing behind the wall. We don't have anything now. No matches, no... I must take it with me. Blanket. Okay, can we use the blanket on the window and climb down? We can! What is this? This looks like exactly the same room I was in before, but darker, and that definitely continues on. David, is that you? David. Oh my good man, finally it's... Oh, okay, I don't know why you're moving. Come back here, my good man. Are you looking over your dead body? Oh, it's okay, man. I'll come on, let's just go and get out of here. Come on. Okay, no more chillaxing. Oh, okay, no more games. This is blood. Okay, I was dicking around before, but this is blood. This is blood. Oh, fuck. Tell me what you are doing with this. Why are you doing this? Is it because you care about your patients? Or the scientific curiosity? Or out of scientific curiosity? Is it for your pride? Because it's your personal responsibility? Or is it because it is the right thing to do? Oh, that was creepy. Why are you doing this? No, David. It's alright. Be libre Fred. How are you feeling? I feel dazed. What happened? Where are we? At my house in... I went to East Hall to meet you and found you inside one of the cells, unconscious. Your clothes stank of a opium smoke. I had you brought here. You've been out for a day and a half. I think I was coming back. I think it's coming back to me. I was one of the Opium Dens. I might have passed out after breathing that dense smoke. Listen, I have much to tell you. My investigation unearthed a great deal of new information. Alexander, Alexander was indeed institutionalized in the East Hill, but he flees. Where? Missing? I managed to track down a man who knew him and told me the story you would not believe. And there was this woman, a patient at the hospital. She was completely out of her mind. She attacked me. What is happening to these people, Kaufman? How is this Alexander related to Mr. David? I think his patient, Miss Cohan, might know how to find Alexandra. We must go back there and talk to her, whatever it takes. I'm afraid that will not be possible. What do you mean? Frau Kone is no longer at East Hill. She escaped last night. God Almighty. Do not worry, my friend. I think I may know where she is hiding. Get ready, we must leave promptly. I think that's going to be the end of the chapter. Is this going to be the end? I think it is. This is creepy. They are coming. They are letting him in. Now that the door has been opened. They are coming. Oh, so that's where she was. I forgot all about that. Oh, they opened up the door. Achievement unlocked. They are coming. So yeah, that is the end of the first chapter of season 2. The adventure continues in episode 2. So that was fun as hell. It took a lot longer than I expected it to. It was a bit more difficult, but it was nonetheless fun as hell. I look forward to playing the next episode, hopefully very soon. So like and subscribe and share if you haven't already, and I'll catch you later, YouTube.